I'm going to show you how to make a water resistant wax and turn it into a bar. You'll only need a couple ingredients, starting with beeswax, and you can use beads or a bar. You'll also need paraffin wax. The most common is golf wax, and you can find this at most stores. The last ingredient is boiled linseed oil or coconut oil. If you plan on turning it into a bar, you'll need a soap mold. The recipe I'm using calls for 2 cups beeswax, 1 cup paraffin wax, and a 1/4 cup boiled linseed oil or coconut oil. Once you have all the ingredients ready, you'll need a heat source and a pot. If you don't want to ruin a pot, you can do a double boil. At a low heat, add 2 cups of beeswax and 1 cup of paraffin wax. If you're using a bar, you'll need 1 bar. Stir at a low heat until everything is melted together. Then grab a 1/4 cup of boiled linseed oil or coconut oil and add it to the mixture. Stir consistently for 2 to 4 minutes. While it's still liquefied, I'm going to show you how to apply it, and you can either apply it with a brush or a sponge. You'll also need a heat gun or a hair dryer. I'll be using a brush, and I'm just going to apply a light coat to the entire surface area of the hat. You'll start to see a white film appear as it begins to dry. Next, grab a heat gun or hair dryer, apply heat to the entire surface area. You should start to see that white film disappear and absorb into the fabric. Then you're going to let it sit for 24 hours. Since we didn't use all the wax, we're going to turn the rest into a bar. Place your soap mold on a flat surface and fill it till it reaches the top of the mold. Let the wax sit in the mold for 24 hours until it fully hardens. After 24 hours, it should be hard enough to just pop right out of the mold. You can also use it in bar form for more precise projects. Use in gentle pressure, scrape it onto your fabric in an even coat, apply heat, and add multiple coats if needed. The last thing we're going to do is test the wax that I put on the hat. The water's repelling off the crown super well, and there's no absorption into the fabric.